Hey Spirit Tribe, Gigi here with Spirit Readings, and I'm so glad and so happy that you're able to join me here today, taking a look at the month of July for Taurus. What excitement awaits you this month of July? Please keep in mind, there are so many of us, so not everything may resonate, and that's perfectly okay. You can just set it to the side for someone else or for later even. It may make more sense as events continue to unfold. Anything and everything is possible when we believe. So if it doesn't apply, you just go on ahead and you let her fly. No harm, no foul, no big deal. If you are new here, please keep in mind that I have had strokes, so that really affects my memory. I can struggle to find my words or even get them out. I get tongue-tied sometimes, so I also have tremors, and sometimes it feels like I'm being zapped in my hands. So whenever that happens, I drop whatever I'm holding, cards included. I also have glaucoma, so sometimes I do have to bring the cards a little closer to my face so I can see them properly. You may hear background noise. I do have a fan going because it is super hot. And I have two little kittens, Hazel and Olive. They just got new collars yesterday, so you may hear them screaming. You may hear them jingling their bells, but everything is okay. So, everything that you need to know about me, about this channel, you can find that in the description down below, so make sure you check that out, especially if you would like to book a personal private reading with me, which I would absolutely love. I love being able to connect with you guys one-on-one. It really does bring a lot of joy into my life. So for this month, before we get into the cards, we are going to get a direction message from the board. So north, south, east, west. All right, Spirit, for Taurus, July 2025, a direction message for Taurus. All right, we have east coming in, if I can even talk right today. So east signifies the element of air and the power of the mind. It denotes the strength of the thinking process and mental health. To find east energy, you must look for it in the winds and in the very breath of human life, your own breath here, you guys. To heal yourself through this energy, concentrate on positive self-talk, affirmations, and journal writing. So check in with yourself. How are you feeling mentally this month of July? Be really real with yourself. And the power of the mind, you guys, that is where our dreams begin. That's where we start manifesting, is in the mind first. So, all right, let's tap into some tarot here. We are going to get 4 cards here for this month of July. All right, Spirit, thank you for your guidance, your wisdom, and your truth in all matters and in all things and at all times. We have the Page of Swords coming through here. So swords is that air element. It is the power of your mind here, you guys, already. And pages are young energy. Okay, 7 of Swords. Okay, Spirit. We also have 10 of Cups coming through. And the Hierophant coming through as well. So, all right, some interesting energies here. So what is it that you think is going to happen this month? Okay, we have the Hierophant. It is a number 5. So what you think is going to happen here, you guys. The Hierophant represents religious tradition, order, rules, and orthodox dogma even here, you guys. So, it can be a card of marriage as well sometimes with the Hierophant. You know, he's a conformist and a traditionalist who upholds religious standards, rituals, and ceremonies. So, you know, he is wise. You know, he's spent a lot of time, you know, learning, and it's his duty to uphold and pass on ancient beliefs. He offers a blessing while a candle burns to his right with the symbol of universal beliefs. So this candle right here, you guys. The triple cross staff to his left symbolizes the Trinity found in so many religions. Father, Son, Holy Ghost, you know, that sort of thing there. And crossed keys on the Hierophant's mitra, I can't even talk, symbolize the unlocking of wisdom and higher truths. So, you know, you may feel like you have to conform, you know, like you're being pushed to conform, and you're like, you know what, this doesn't even fit me. So what's really going to happen is this Page of Swords coming in here, you know, using the power of your mind here, you guys, to buck the system perhaps just a bit. So like I said, pages are young energy, you know, their youth, their potential. So she is holding her sword of truth in her hand, you know. So the Page of Swords is a forceful communicator who is assertive and represents a test of wills. So, you know, like I said, I feel like you're really going to buck whatever you know, this traditional stuff is, you know, like, okay, you guys did it this way for this long, and look how miserable you are. Why would you want me to be miserable? I feel like. So, you know, although young, she has learned to be just and forthright. She uses her sharp wit and intellect to solve problems and diffuse conflict. Although her surroundings seem turbulent as the ravens fly in a disturbed pattern, she remains calm and ready for action. So, you know, when you buck against the system, y'all, especially if it is religious or you know, something of that nature. And the Hierophant to me always looks like the Pope. So, I mean, you know, maybe you're coming out from under that and you're just like, you know what, this ain't for me. You know, I am going to forge my own path, my own way. So the overall energy here for you is this Ten of Cups, which is really beautiful. So, you know, overcoming generational curses is something that just popped in as well. So, you know, you didn't come here to fall in line. You came here to forge your own way, your own path, and, you know, setting the example, setting the bar for your future generations so that they also don't have to struggle with these things. So, you know, this is a card of joy, peace, fulfillment, happiness, and family. You know, it's your happily ever after, however it looks to you. It is a perfect blending of love and friendship. It is the culmination of the relationship that began with that Two of Cups when you offered your cup of love to one another. It's truly the card of happily ever after. The mother cuddles her baby close by her cheek as the father holds them both, looking at them adoringly. They are in a serene setting surrounded by cups, pure abundance, and unlimited blessings. So, you know, this isn't just something that happened overnight either, you guys. You know, they really had to work at it. So something you should avoid is this Seven of Swords coming in here. You know, this is a problem or a challenge arising this month. So, you know, it's a card of deception, opposition, and treachery. So, you know, you could feel like you have been stabbed in the back, you guys. And, you know, it's often the result of overconfidence, hasty actions, and careless planning. The man hangs tightly to one sword as he stoops to grab another, while 5 ravens, so these ravens here are taunting him with the other swords that they have stolen from him. So, You know, you could feel like your enemies are working against you, you know, forces working against you. Although you may feel defeated or betrayed, you should cut your losses and move on. So, you know, there's no sense in beating a dead horse is what Spirit is saying here. So move on, because you can still have your happily ever after. Make up your mind, you guys, is what's coming in loud and clear, because once you do, there will be no stopping you. All right, Taurus, let's see what's going on in the love department for you this month of July. Let's see what's heating up. Let's see what's about to pop off. So this can include yourself, family, friends, significant other, literally anywhere you have love. So if you're like, hey Gigi, I really love my job, I really love my hobbies, then guess what? That is also included here. Let's see. They are meowing at the door because they want out. They want our Lisi girl, our pit bull. She has become their doggy mama. All right, we do have wreath for sorrow over a loss coming in. We have elephant, a long journey. Well, that should be over there. Not sure why they get mixed up sometimes. So we have flute, disappointment in a friend or lover. So, you know, lots of disappointment, but, you know, you're gonna mend, you guys. Your heart will mend. You know, when we're coming out from under persecution for some reason, that is the word Spirit is giving me here. That's a heavy emotion, you guys. We also have older man, dealings or relationship with an older man. So this can be anywhere in your relationships. That could even be yourself if you feel like you're an older man, you know. So I mean, hey, take it with a grain of salt there, you guys. But, you know, we're going to be disappointed in people sometimes. And sometimes it's not because of anything they did or didn't do. Sometimes, you know, we have certain expectations for people that they just can't live up to, you know. And that's on us, you guys. So definitely some kind of loss coming in, disappointment. You know, it could be around this older man. It could have to deal with the religious, or you know, this is how things have always been done in our family, you know, that sort of thing, that sort of energy. But you are paving your own way here, Taurus. All right, let's see what's going on in career and finances for you this month of July, Taurus. I would like $1 million. You know, how amazing would that be if you just woke up tomorrow and there's $1 million sitting in your accounts, and be like, yep, I manifested that. Give me, give me, give me. All right, so we have the goldfish, increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. So for some of you, it can totally be both. And how amazing is that? We have the tortoise, slowly but surely getting ahead. Take your time when you're building your empire. Make sure you got a strong, steady foundation, because you want your empire to last. We have the bridge for successfully overcoming a problem. I feel like that comes in with that page of swords. We have the axe, forces working against you. You know, as long as we're alive, there are going to be forces working for us and forces working against us. So decide which monkey you're going to feed. I choose to look at it as, you know what, things didn't work out for me. That was Spirit protecting me. I choose to focus on the things that are working for me instead. We do have a lobster here for financial pinch, but I'm going to say this. Anytime the lobster comes up, I'm always like, shoot, if you can afford to eat lobster, if you can afford to buy lobster, you got money. All right, we have the boat. Money or property through an inheritance, winning, or windfall. So, you know, for some of you, if this older man has passed away, that could be where this money or property is coming through. Life. Let's get some more messages for life. You know, life do be life and a little too hard sometimes. You know, your girl here is like, hey, yo, life, why don't you pump your brakes? Use some Vaseline. And life's like, nah, bro, you can handle it. And I'm like, just because I can don't mean I want to, you know. Okay, few more here. Ooh, okay, that is too many there. That's too many there. All right, so Let's take these. The ear did flip over. The elephant came out in the love department for some reason. I'm not sure why it was over there, but a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. So, you know, we had a lot come up with your mental capacity here this month, you know, and they say elephants never forget. So there you go. We have the ear, some good news coming your way. Like, it can't hit your ear fast enough. We have the fly, a period of ill health or depression. You know, for some of you, you know, it did say to really check in with your mental health this month. We have the caterpillar. Things will not always be this way. A change is coming, a change for the better. You know, the caterpillar knows that it was a beautiful butterfly the whole time, and the caterpillar prepares for going into the cocoon, you guys. It eats all the yummy food, you know, it does everything it needs to do. So I feel like you're doing the same thing. The chrysalis period is almost over. We have the flag. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. Keep them where they are at, you guys. So don't let anyone change who you are. You know, you are the one that should be in charge of who you are and the things that you ultimately decide to do. So, all right, let's get a message from the moon. The moon is all about changes in our lives. You know, the moon herself goes through her changes, her cycles, her phases. From new to full, she is beautiful, wonderful, and amazing in whatever phase she happens to be in, and so are you. So let's get a message from Mama Moon here for Taurus this month of July. Okay. All right, thank you. All right, so we have 3 of them here. First quarter moon in Libra. Keep your heart open. I like that. That's a good message there. We have last quarter moon in Capricorn. Leave the past behind. And we have new moon in Sagittarius. Focus on the positive. So yes, some really good messages from the moon here this month. So first quarter moon in Libra. Keep your heart open. All right, I like that. So there's a need to be adored here, which is fine. We all have that trait to an extent. But if it tips you into self-doubt, it's gone too far. It's important that you don't allow yourself to get set in your ways, okay? Keep your heart and mind open and believe in your gorgeousness. Ooh, I like that. All right, last quarter moon in Capricorn. Last quarter moon in Capricorn. And it says, leave the past behind. Sometimes that can be really hard. This moon has a bright, shining energy, but a reserved pressure is piling on. The great thing about knowing what stands between you and your goal is that you can do something about it. Absolutely. Your manifestation affirmation, the only way out is through. So, you know, if you're going through it, just keep going. Eventually, you will make your way out, you guys. All right, new moon in Sagittarius. Focus on the positive. This card is an especially good sign for matters related to study, travel, adventure, and the cosmic quest to understand life. Look back, see how far you've come, and count your blessings. Your manifestation affirmation: I'm one lucky so-and-so. Yes, I love it. I am indeed one lucky so-and-so. So, all right, let's get some Starseed messages here for you this month of July, Taurus. Let's see what else you need to know here. All right, we have a new Earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. Do not lose sight of the bigger picture. And you are an Earth sign here, Taurus, so that's probably hitting you even more than it would someone else. All right, let's get some Starseed mini deck messages here for you this month of July, Taurus. Let's see what else you need to know here. We have meditation. Take a moment to connect to source through quiet, reflective meditation. Get in tune with your star player, your higher self, you guys. You know, you are a divine being, a co-creator and master of your destiny. All right, let's get a fairy dust message here for you this month of July, Taurus. Let's see what else you need to know here. All right, we have play. Step outside and feel the sun. Breathe the air. Play. Have some fun. Do not forget to play. You know, you're a hard worker. Balance it. You know, all aspects of our lives require balance, you guys. So don't forget to have fun. Don't forget to kick up your heels. Don't forget to enjoy the finer things in life, you guys. After all, they are things that you have been working hard for. So make up your mind, you guys, and decide your course. You know, don't let the old ways of doing or thinking, you know, stop you from living your best life, stop you from having your happily ever after. You deserve it. You are worthy of having your happily ever after. I hope July finds you so happy and content, you know, and just vibing really high, and, you know, getting yourself excited about things again. You know, you have so much potential here, you guys, and you know, you came here to break those generational curses, to break those old ways of doing things, and believe in yourself 100%. Bet on yourself 100%. I hope July is so beautiful, wonderful, and amazing for you. So good things up ahead, you guys. Just keep on keeping on here. All right, Taurus, I hope you enjoyed the messages here. If you did, please drop me a comment down below. Let me know. Make sure you smash the heck out of that like button, that old thumbs up button down there. You know, hit it with the razzle dazzle, especially if you would like a bonus in your next month's reading. Make sure you're running them numbers up if you haven't already, and you find you keep coming back here. Please subscribe to the channel, you guys. That truly means so very much to me. I love growth. I love expansion. I love being able to interact with you guys on a consistent basis. It really does bring a lot of joy into my life. You know, you guys are truly part of the teamwork that makes this dream work. I wouldn't be able to do it without you. And from the bottom of my heart, I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. Pay attention to the thoughts that you are thinking this month, because what you give power is what comes to manifest in your life. So be more aware of the thoughts that you are thinking and the feelings that you are feeling. All right, because you're literally manifesting all the time, you guys. All right, from the bottom of my heart, I love and appreciate each and every single one of you, and I want to say thank you, blessed be, namaste, and goodbye.